The self-graze is crazy. No, I'm insecure about it. I'm insecure about my ginormous ass. Like, it's not even, I'm not, Hassan, pike me. Also, why do you walk like that? Dude, honestly, I get a little self-conscious about this, but I think it's because I have a ginormous ass. Like, I used to be really insecure about how big my ass is. Like, it is crazy. We thought they were haters. They just wanted to fuck you. Yeah, I didn't realize. But
period.
Like, it looks weird. It looks weird because my proportions are weird. And the reason for why my proportions are weird is because, again, I have an insane ass. And it looks crazy. It looks bulbous.
God damn, he is big in person.
Like, I got a thing around my waist. I got my hoodie wrapped around my waist, and you can still see the dumpy shake and quake while I'm crossing the fucking street. Look at this.
Look at that boots, honey.
Bro, that ass.
Like, I'm twerking, and I got pants on, and I got a hoodie wrapped around my booty cheeks, and you can still see the shit quake.
Girl.
Showed up to throw ass protest. We're about out of protest. Girl, what are you talking about? Not making it about you? Okay, man, we can have a little bit of fucking fun in the process. You know what I mean? We're memeing, you know. After this, what? Uh-oh. There's a little bit of baby F. Calm down. It's back. A little bit of frame drop. Everybody fucking acts like, dude. Frame drops, drop top. Okay, for 2.5 seconds, and chatters act like is a hard cut. Chatters act as though it's over. You know what I mean? It's like the stream ended. An EMP was dropped. The Marines are outside of the door. They're knocking. They're gonna fucking invade my house. Yeah, huge F, unwatchable. Half the time, while people are spamming F, like by the time they get to pressing enter on that F spam, the F is over.
At a jewelry business.
Crazy. Very crazy, very sad, very terrible.
And your dad works really hard. I'm sure you work really hard
Planned
too.
attack,
This is a small
thank you for the 10
family-owned business, and there's no insurance.
No.
How is this going to affect your family?
Really bad. Really bad. People are stupid. What can you do?
And why target you? You have nothing to do with any of this.
I know. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, Sheila. I'm sorry, Nimat. I hope the damage isn't too bad
We
inside.
live in San Bernardino, Chino Hills. It's far away to come in here. And we are scared to drive the car, comes in here, they damage the car. We took the bus at 2 o'clock and we came right now in here.
I hope the damage isn't too bad. Your business was one of many businesses that were looted overnight.
But I don't sell jewelry. I sell like custom jewelry, silver. You know, I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big fish.
You're not a big fish. Well, that's why it hurts even more, because you're not a big fish. You're not Apple. You're not Adidas. And they're going to take a loss, too. I'm so sorry for this. Multiple businesses. There were many arrests made.
The irony, of course, is that if that dude is undocumented and the government comes in the middle of the fucking workday and storms his fucking jewelry store and black bags him and ships his ass to CCOT, this woman's going to sit there and be like, well, another day where law and order is restored. And that's my fucking point. Like, you can't, like, this is unacceptable, certainly. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, brave theft has been happening. Revolutionary theft is occurring here. Okay. Like, I don't give a fuck about Adidas's bottom line or whatever. But ultimately, obviously, there's going to be opportunists. Okay. Like, there's going to be opportunities. These aren't fucking protesters. There's people. I mean, there was a dude who stole a bag in front of us. There was I assume he was like a rival skater. He walked up to a bunch of skaters and just ripped his bag and just dipped. Okay? It happened in front of us. It happened on camera. And like, does that mean that the protest is now bedlam? Like, that's what the protesters are there for, to fucking steal shit from other protesters? No, of course not. Also, there is perhaps no better example that increased militarized police presence does not stop crime. If anything, makes more chaos and makes more crime than this. There is like 10,000 fucking cops for like 400 protesters. And it turns out that didn't stop people from going in and breaking storefronts. I thought the increased police presence was supposed to create order. How'd that happen? How'd that happen? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Let me tell you how surprised I am.
And we're waiting to get those numbers from the LAPD. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Gigi, thank you.
If we didn't get involved, right now, Los Angeles would be burning, just like it was burning a number of months ago with all the houses that were lost. Los Angeles right now would be on fire.
Chat's delayed by like 20 seconds. Even after you guys... Oh, wow, it is delayed. All right, there is going to be a baby F that you're going to experience. If you're in here right now and it's not delayed, baby F. Hello. Okay. I had to do that. I had to do that so I can refresh. I did it twice. Sorry. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. No, I did it twice on accident, but the chat was really delayed. But it's fine now. Okay. Let's get back to Donald Trump. Trump, National Guard will be in LA until there's no danger. Full Q&A. I suspect that the reason why he's deploying the National Guard and the reason why he is deploying the Marines is because he wants to offer aid to ICE when they conduct their raids. And partially because and also partially because he wants to he wants to use this as an opportunity. He wants to use this as an opportunity to test it out to see if he can do like military. He can claim insurrection and then utilize the military to punish states that he doesn't like. Chat is so fucking stupid. Holy shit. He's obviously not saying trans rioters. He's saying every week is another issue causing riots, either trans issues, which, yeah, doesn't happen, but being duped by moral panic, or now this new issue, no ability of understanding English as a second language. Shaking my fucking head. Listen, I feel bad about the dude whose shit got robbed, okay, by opportunists. But let's not act like he's a fucking, this reactionary small business owner is a beacon of fucking moral consideration, okay? He's literally saying that when there's a pride parade, that's an issue, okay? Give me a fucking break. Like he acts like a pride parade where there were trans people in downtown Los Angeles was a riot, okay? A transgender riot specifically, which I personally think is insane. It's not true.
and we have it in great shape. We're not playing around.
How will you determine whether or not there is an insurrection?
Well,
And
you'll
then
take a
also-
look at what's happening.
And
I
then
mean,
what-
I could tell you there were certain areas of Los Angeles that you could have called it an insurrection. It was terrible. But these are paid insurrectionists. These are paid troublemakers. They get money. And when you take a look at what they do, where they show up and everyone's saying, what's he doing? He's pounding the curbs. This one guy's pounding the curb, breaking the curb, and handing big pieces of granite. In some cases, it's granite and concrete to other people. And they're running out with it. And then we watch the other people, and they try and throw it into the face of the soldiers, throw it into the face of the police, and they hurt some people very badly. They go up.
Yeah. These are paid protesters. They're Hamas. They're foreigners. It's a foreign invasion. It's a foreign invasion that's taking place on U.S. soil. We have to use the military. Also, it's good that we use the military because the military itself. Wait, what is happening? Are there still frames dropping or something? What the fuck is going on? I'm getting so pissed. What the fuck is happening, dude? Chat, I need to test out the delay. Press 1 if the chat is delayed. Oh my God. Why is the chat delayed again? What the fuck? There's like a 25-second delay. What the fuck is happening? Hold on. I usually press fix ingest and the delays go away, but right now 3 to 5 minutes after I hit fix ingest, there's still a 20-second delay. Not sure why. This chat isn't delayed. Keep going. No, it is delayed.
On bridges, they drop it down on the cars as the cars are moving. They're not breaking the curb because they're doing a demolition service. They're breaking it to hand out to people as a weapon. It's bad stuff. I've never seen that before.
Mr. President, how soon do you want to see FEMA eliminated? And what's your message to the governors about how much more of an expense is going to fall to states?
Yeah, well, it's not going to be so much the states. We're going to give out less money. We're going to give it out directly. It'll be from the president's office. We'll have somebody here. Could be Homeland Security, but we're going to give it out through a method where it's given out. As an example, I just gave out $71 million to a certain state. They were looking to do about 120. They were very happy with the 71 million. We did a little cutting, and they were very happy with it. So we're going to do it much differently. We think after this, Christy, I'd say after the hurricane season, we'll start phasing it out.
Yes, sir. You set up a FEMA council over the next couple of months. We'll be working on reforms and what FEMA will look like in the future as a different agency, as under the Department of Homeland Security to the president's vision. And it will empower governors to go out and respond to emergency situations. And that what the president does best is to make sure that the taxpayers are only fulfilling the need to which is appropriate, and that people are responsible to respond to their own people closest to home. So it's
if a certain state, as an example, gets hit by a hurricane or tornado, that's what a governor should be able to handle it. And frankly, if they can handle it, the aftermath, then maybe they shouldn't be governor.
And Mr. President, when is the last time you spoke with Governor Newsom?
A day ago. Called him up to tell him, got to do a better job. He's doing a bad job, causing a lot of death and a lot of potential death. If we didn't send out the National Guard, and last time we gave him a little additional help, you would have Los Angeles would be burning right now. Los Angeles would be.
Dude, that's such a fucking crazy lie because there were still federal envoys in those protests as well, right? Federal government officials in those protests as well. So there was just cause for the state National Guard to be deployed and become federalized, just like those federal agents, like ICE agents, are still federal agents. What is happening? Is there actually a big F? What's going on? Those dipshits are sleeping on concrete for $30K a year while the pigs next to them are sleeping cozy with their fat union checks and pensions. I'll be so salty about being there. Yeah, but that salt actually reflects a more militant response, I think. That's what I was joking about yesterday when I was like, these guys seem really angry, and that's probably because they don't get a fucking good night's sleep because they're sleeping on concrete, you know? Anyway, let's keep going with Karen.
That's why I feel like we are part of an experiment.
In some pockets, police outnumbered the public.
Crowd control explosions are being deployed from the rooftops of the federal buildings surrounding this plaza, a bid by law enforcement to disperse some of the protesters here.
Many of those gathering are first and second generation immigrants. They're furious about raids that took place in LA last week. Dozens of immigrants were rounded up in the garment district, an area packed with clothing wholesalers. Brianna's dad was among them. He'd lived here illegally for over 10 years.
My father got deported 2 days ago. Unfortunately, he wasn't here to celebrate my birthday. So I'm here protesting for him and two of my uncles that were deported. So I stand here today for my family to get free and get freedom for everyone else who was affected.
Everyone says LA is an immigrant city, and it is. You go to Chinese restaurants, they have Hispanic workers in the back. You know, you go to the clothing companies, they have Hispanics working. Like, this is our city, and we have to stand here and defend it.
As dusk fell, the crowds thinned. Demonstrators backed into a corner of downtown LA known as Little Tokyo. A city known for its sporting prowess, for multiculturalism and a long history of resistance movements. This is now
Not my little Tokyo.
Martha Kellner, Sky News, Los Angeles.
Does this make us look good internationally? Fuck no.
As anti-ICE demonstrations in Los Angeles continued for the fourth day in a row on Monday, the Wall Street Journal was on the ground. The day started with thousands of people gathered at a rally in downtown LA.
We're out here at Grand Park. This is the demonstration for David Huerta, the union president for the SEIU union, which represents the service employees of the California chapter. The plan here is to demonstrate, followed by a march down to the courthouse where Huerta's due in court.
When I say free David, you say now. Free David! Free David! Free David!
If you are in any way involved of the local government up to the state level scene, you know exactly who David Huerta is. He has brought a lot of dignity and a lot of story to the workers that take on those jobs that nobody else wants to do, such as janitorial and custodian.
Huerta was arrested on Friday while protesting an ICE raid. He was charged with conspiracy to impede an officer.
When I say freedom, you say now! Freedom! Yeah! Freedom! Yeah!
What you see out here today in Los Angeles is working people coming together to obviously say free David Huerta and end the raids now. But I also think what you see is working people coming together to declare this is our city, our community, our country, and we are not going to be terrorized. We're going to stand up and we're going to push back and we're going to speak out. We are gathering peaceably with joy and solidarity, and I'm incredibly proud to be here today.
We are the union! We are the union! The mighty, mighty union! The mighty, mighty union!
I'm here to show that you can be a liberal and you can be a patriot, that you can be pro-immigrant and be pro-American.
Who's got the power? We got the power!
I'm frustrated with the local and state response because I feel like this has been politicized, not just by Trump and his administration, but also by Democrats. The fact that Democrats are telling us and tweeting, this is what Trump's doing, as if we don't know. My question in return is, what are you doing?
Great
Tell
take.
us what you're going to be actively doing to
Hell
protect
yeah.
us.
Huerta appeared in court where he was released from federal custody on a $50,000 bond and told to surrender his passport. The U.S. military announced that roughly 700 Marines were being mobilized to Los Angeles, the first time in more than 3 decades that Marines have been sent into a U.S. city to address civil unrest. Trump administration officials say the move is to protect federal workers and buildings. California Governor Newsom called the move a blatant abuse of power in a post on X. As the day went on, tensions between the protesters and law enforcement, including the National Guard, began to escalate.
We are here on the corner of Los Angeles and Temple Street, what is now the heart of the protest today. And we had an hours-long standoff between protesters, the National Guard, and the sheriffs in front of this federal building here. The protest at this moment has significantly ramped up over the last 20 minutes or so. It follows, a day of much calmer protest than yesterday. Certainly you can hear those flash grenades. The National Guard and Sheriff's Office pushing this way.
The Trump administration announced it would be sending an additional 2,000 National Guard members to Los Angeles. Protests are expected to continue this week.
Thieves are exploiting the state of unrest to vandalize and loot downtown LA businesses.
Let's go to Gigi Garcia live downtown where numerous businesses have been hit. Gigi.
Bob and Brooke, earlier we were at the Apple store. We were at the Adidas store. Both.
Here we are. Here it is. There it is, dude. The vicious loading.
Both of them looted the glass.
Fuck the local news, man. I fucking hate local news. Yo, even my boy, Alex, has been going crazy mode, okay?
Shattered, a lot of things stolen. And they're big companies. They'll take a hit. But it is the small, the mom and pop businesses that have also been looted that are heartbreaking. Joining me now live, Nimat, his daughter Sheila. They've been in the jewelry business, Nathan's Jewelers, since 1987 here on South Hill. And we're going to show you the shattered glass in just a moment. Nimat, you have tears in your eyes of what they've done to your business.
What they done to my business? I don't know. I have to go inside see what's going on. I don't know what they done to business.
Right, but you were telling me that why take out whatever issues people have on you, a small business owner?
Not only me. There's a lot of people. There is so many people.
How does this affect you?
Very bad. That is 1 week is a riot and people of the transgender or other things, and they close the business and nobody can come inside. Another day something else. Another day something else. Why they bring them to downtown? Why these people come to downtown? They go to somewhere out of the city limits and they scream at what they want to do. Why they come here?
And why did they affect a small business owner? Sheila, your dad worked so hard, and he was telling me, and he had tears in his eyes earlier, that, the store now, you still have to see the damage done inside. This is a jewelry mart. And we also have video of other stores that were looted overnight. There were reports, Sheila, of up to 100 looters at a time at a jewelry business.
Crazy. Very crazy, very sad, very terrible.
And your dad works really hard. I'm sure you work really hard, too. This is a small family-owned business, and there's no insurance.
No.
Bro, they are literally, the media are such fucking sharks. I swear to God. Look, obviously, this kind of shit is completely fucking unacceptable, okay? There are opportunists around that take advantage of like the destabilization that's taking place. Wait, they said trans looters? What?
Other things, and they close that it is 1 week is a riot, and people of the transgender or other things, and they close the business, and nobody can come inside. Another day something else. Another day something else. Why they bring them to downtown? Why these people come to downtown? They go to somewhere out of the city limits and they scream at what they want to do. Why they come here?
And why did they affect a small business owner? Sheila, your dad worked so hard, and he was telling me, and he had tears in his eyes earlier, that, you know, the store now, you...
I mean this in the nicest way possible because I don't believe in a mandate to speak English in America, but I feel the conservatives would think this guy needs to be deported too. Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Still have to see the damage done inside. This is a jewelry.
The conservatives would then also simultaneously point to how he's transphobic as a reason for why he must be deported. Because remember, conservatives hate when like brown people exhibit the same conservatism. This lady is such a fucking vicious little shark here, okay? You hate them, right? You hate the protesters, right? I mean, what is this doing, right? It's actually... it's illegals, right? Or it's transgenders. Wow, it's transgender illegals, actually. They're just angry that they're not getting bottom surgery after coming here from Guatemala to invade. What? Back on Fig, shouted out your stream. Smack and Ben spotted in the field. Hassan Piker stream, 80K in the chat. What's back on Fig?
Put your hand over the opening to see if you can breathe.
What is back on Fig? Figmunity World? They're calling you Princess Diana now?
Love watching videos of Hassan Piker going to protest because that dude's literally the people's princess. He's shaking hands, taking selfies. People are like, man, dude, I used to hate watch you, but now you're my hero. Thanks for being here. He's so pure.
Yeah, I mean, let's not make me the focus of the story, though. You know, what's important is that people are going out there and protesting. And, you know, that's what's important. But thank you for saying I'm the people's princess. I'll take it.
Videos of Hassan.
It's a honor that I will carry with me. They left Adam the 16 or 22. Okay. The dudes that left the Adam 22 podcast, they also saw you at the inmates combating the fires. Have you seen this one yet? What is this?
That's Hassan Piker, girl. That's my man. Yes. Period. Oh, not you, girl. He like the twinks.
Except Marge is like a twink.
He got fucking period. God damn, he is big in person, girl.
Look at them boots, honey.
Girl, that ass.
Top or bottom, you think?
Girl.
Top or bottom?
Hassan Pike me.
As if it's serious. Hassan Pike this ass, honey. His ass, honey.
Hassan Piker. And you know what? He probably want a matcha.
I know. He just want a little something, something.
Period. He out here trying to get his little sticky.
Oh, were those the guys that were yelling at us? We couldn't tell what was going on. March and I were like, are they yelling at us?